And today we're here with the Aston UK guys. There's quite a few clubs here in all fairness. We've basically come to show off the Aston Martin. You may have seen it, you may not have seen it. This is something we're going to be doing a bit of work on, and I'm going to explain that to you in this video, what we're actually going to do. We are going to be doing something that's against everything we believe in, and it's a bit cringy and you're probably going to hate it, but it's something we're going to actually show you. There's a reason behind it, put it that way. I'm going to show you some of the cars that we're actually here with today. Customers has brought his DBS Superleggera that you've seen. We've got the Porsche GT3 here. It's got some brand new rims on. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of that now before we get into why we're actually here. So what we're going to be doing today, that I was talking to you about in regards to something that I'm massively against. The Aston Martin of ours, as you've probably seen, is pretty much, it is swirl free. It's almost scratch free. It's not had a correction, but it has been enhanced, and truthfully, it's almost mint. However, as we've seen, or you should have seen on the previous video, the ceramic coating that's on it, and I do know the brand, but I'm not going to mention it because the truth is it may not be down to the brand that the issue is. It could be down to the amount of layers, how it's been applied, and I'm probably going to say it's more than layers in regards to it, because the more layers you put on with ceramic, the tougher the paint becomes. And then you put a hydrophobic layer on, which is the bit that gets the water to repel and it to clean, and that's what we obviously explain when we're doing ceramic. Now, the thing we've noticed on the Aston Martin is it's soft. The paint is really soft now. They are standard, however, when it's been ceramic, it shouldn't be soft anymore, and it still is. And as soon as you can touch it, you can tell you have to do a safe wash in order to get the best results from it. What we're going to do today, and I'm going to put this on video, and you're all going to hate me for it, and I'm going to hate myself even more, trust me. We're going to go to a car wash. We're going to use the brushes, and we are going to brush wash the Aston Martin. And there's two reasons that I'm actually going to do that for. And the first reason is I want to show you how you can mark a car that's had ceramic on it if it's not washed correctly. The second part of that is we show you and give you an actual wash guide on how to basically wash the car safely and how to maintain it. But at the same time, when we're working on a car, especially for example a black car, we'll actually explain to you that we need to do a certain amount of layers, we need to do a certain amount of finishes on it. I'm not going to work on your car or even charge you for a ceramic if we're not going to be doing the sort of level of work that I recommend. And that's because when you do wash it, you are going to mark it again, and you spend all that money having your car basically detailed, and it's not going to really be strong enough, and you're going to waste your money. And I'm a strong believer of only do what's right. So we're going to take the car to the car wash later on today. I'm going to wash it with a brush. I'm going to still do it safely. I'm not going to purposely try and mark it, but I am going to show you how easy it does mark. And then we're going to get it in the lights under the new studio that we've just moving into now, and you'll see a bit more of a video again about that on another section. But we're going to show you how bad the paint actually is marked. Now, the other reason why I'm prepared to do that, because it's not something I would ever normally do. I'd rather have a filthy car than do that. We're going to be wrapping this car. So deep down, it's not really a major issue if it does mark, because we're going to be wrapping this car, doing a few modifications to it and completely converting the Aston as a new demo car. So it's kind of twofold. That's why I'm not freaking out too much. I'm going to get you some more footage of the cars that are here today at the Motorist. I'm going to go up and show you the paint in a minute on the Aston Martin, and then we're going to go to the car wash, we're going to video the car, and then we're going to show you the marks that are in the car so you can actually see all that. And again, this is just to highlight basically how paint, it can be soft, how it can be ceramic and not protected right, and how as a company we basically say to you how many layers you should have, the reason why you need these amount of layers, and the benefits you're going to get. And it's not about just taking the money off you, just telling you that you're going to have ceramic coating on your car and not trying to just match and beat beat other people's prices, because the truth is, if you're not doing it right, don't bother doing it at all. So let's get some footage of the cars that are here today in the motor, because some really nice cars. There's DMB cars here, there's a few other companies, and then let's go and do the horrendous thing of washing the car at a car wash while Matt videos me and probably calls me names for the rest of my life. Just left the motorist. We're now going to do something that you will thought you'd never ever see an actual detailer do, and I'm going to tell you something for now. This is going to be the first and the last time that I ever do this. We're now going to take the Aston Martin. We're going to be taking it to a car wash. I don't know where they are, because obviously I don't know them, so we're just going to randomly find one. Find something with a brush wash, because that's generally what people do, and we're going to show you how, well, not tough this car is. So the ceramic that's been on this car, whoever detailed it honestly did a really amazing job. I've said that on the previous videos. It's a really good job. The ceramic itself isn't tough enough. I don't think there's enough layers on it. I'm not sure what ceramic, as in I know the brand, I'm pretty much sure of the brand, but I'm not sure exactly which particular product from the brand's been on it. I don't know how many layers are on it, but the truth is, it's not tough. This is full of swirls, getting scratched already. We're going to take it to the car wash. You're going to see me cringe. We're going to wash this. I'm going to do it as safe as I possibly can. I'm not trying to mark the car on purpose, because that's unfair. But we're going to show you the difference between how we ceramic cars, how many layers we put on it, the process that we physically carry out, and why our ceramic, or when you have a job through us, it is a lot tougher than what this is, and it wouldn't scratch this easy. As I said, this is getting wrapped next week. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I don't want to particularly do it just to prove a point. If it was a case of having to spend 5 days buffing it and then ceramicing it again, but we are going to be wrapping it, so it's not as bad for me. I'm not stressed, but let's just see how bad this really does come out. So this is the thing you're never going to see me do again. We're now going to basically pay to scratch the car. As I said, I'm going to use this the best way I can. The brush, it's not on the floor, so that may be a bonus. We're going to wash this as safe as possible to try and get the best results. I'm not going to purposely scratch the car. but we're going to see what this looks like under the light once we've washed it. We're going to try and get some footage on the camera as it is under the daylight, so you can see a true life effect. And then we will get some more footage of this before we wrap the car in the studio, so you can actually see how bad the actual car is. Now, as I said, bear in mind this was swirl free before we did this. We know it was, with pictures and videos of that. If you watch previous videos, you're now going to see me put money in this machine and try and see how we wash the car. As you've just seen, I have honestly done my best to hardly touch the paint, not put any pressure on, to try and get no marks in the paint. So this is someone who was obviously looking for them to not do that. As a rule, people will put more pressure on. I'm now going to rinse it off, and then we're going to see what marks this has actually created and how tough the ceramic really was. We've instantly come across the first problem, and that is the fact of it didn't let us have any water without any shampoo. So we're going to have to dry the car by driving it. There's no other way of doing it, and then we're going to try and see if we can actually see anything on there, and hopefully it's not going to water stain or put any soap stains. Whatever it is, that machine would not let me choose high pressure without any foam, so it constantly just gave shampoo. So these are the results we've got at the minute. As you can see, it's covered in shampoo. So I'm gonna have to try and drive up the road, try and stop and just see if we can get any water stains off there, and then we can actually see if basically see the results of what the actual paint looks like. Okay, so the first failure, the car wash clearly didn't let us wash the car properly. It didn't rinse the water off like it should. It left shampoo everywhere, and this is the results we now have. So now I'm going to basically get our quick detailer out and a brand new microfiber cloth, and again, as soft as possible, try and remove all this so we can actually see the paint, because the car wash has just literally covered the car in soap. So I'm going to try that now, and then I'm going to try and get you some footage of the actual paint, and we can see how much of a difference it's made and how bad it is. And to be fair, even looking at it through the soap, I could tell that it's marked the car quite badly. So So there is actually no good news. I'm quite annoyed, to be fair, how bad this is. I knew it was going to happen. We expected it to happen. The truth is now it's done. I'm kind of freaking out. I know we are going to be wrapping this, but this really does show how bad a car wash can be, and this is literally one simple brush wash and then just a quick drying over with a quick detail. I'm going to show you in the sun how bad this is. We don't even need to get this in the studio to show you the marks, because this will be horrendous. I will do that when we do the video of it getting wrapped, but for now I'm just going to show you how bad this honestly is. Just don't do this, honestly, don't do this at home. If you get a ceramic coating done, make sure you get the right one. You don't have to come to us, but please just get the right coating. Understand the levels of coating on there. The more you apply, the more layers, the tougher it is. To be fair, do bear in mind this is a black car, and black cars are a lot softer, so they are going to mark a lot easier. If this were white or this was grey, you wouldn't actually see any of these issues, so bear that in mind. But here we go, I'm going to give you a quick, I'm not even going to say it's a montage, because you know what, I'm just going to show you how bad the paint is now. So to summarise on this video we've just put up, I'm pretty disappointed if I'm honest. I didn't think it'd bother me that much. The paint is going to be that bad, and the truth is it is bothering me. I know we're wrapping the car, but obviously I don't even want to drive around in a car that's got swirls and scratches, and just looking back at it now it just shows how bad it is. So to summarise on this video, what we're really saying, guys, is when you have a ceramic coating with us, we're going to advise on the options that we would recommend that you actually go with. And if we don't want to do sort of the lesser service, there's a reason for it, and it's not about taking money. It's about making sure things like this don't happen and don't cost issues in the future. So the coating that's on this is a very high-end brand. I don't know how many layers. As I said, I'm not going to go into it. I've not even tried to research it, but it shows the protection levels pretty poor, as in a non-existent. It didn't repel when we got it, but it had some form of toughener, but it hasn't literally taken any brunt from the car wash at all. And what we've also found is it started to mar and swirl quite badly, and it also actually got water stains from the soap that was on there, which a ceramic product should basically repel and not let that burn in, and it has burnt in. So it's obviously not worked, and that's what we're trying to highlight on there. Now I'm obviously going to put the camera down now. This is the end of that video. We will show more when we do the wrap, and we'll show it in the studio and actually show how bad the paint is, and then obviously what we're doing with the wrap, and we'll reveal the colour and the other modifications that we're going to do. And that's it, guys. Just if you have a ceramic coating, even if it's with someone else, just make sure it's the right coating you have. Don't work it on price, just make sure you're getting the right level of service, the right brand, and you won't have any problems. And obviously safe washing is a big thing, but realistically what we've done today should not cause those problems. It really shouldn't. So again, thanks for watching us, guys. Please subscribe, watch the videos that are coming on live soon. We've got loads of footage from some events we've been to. There's a lot of stuff coming on, and again, we appreciate support. Thanks very much. Have a good weekend.